Like Madrid has been an evolution process of PRX.
Right, Heretics on defense, PRX on attack, and yep, like we stated earlier, Devi is now on Sky, and Forsaken takes up the
last year's meta composition, except
the Raze role.
Straight up through. Look at that.
Holy, well, they clear a lot of this, and we're just playing straight up B retaken, so they insta hit over towards B once they realize they're going aggro over towards middle. And do they try and take some big map control because they don't have anyone over towards B main? Yes, they do, and Boo has a lot to do here.
Try and take a fight.
Paranoia.
It's paranoia. Off of whose contact? Something's here. Let loose, let rip. Boo.
They handled on that. They fall back as well. Question mark created here, so they got to use some Uto to clear this, but they're all over towards site.
They're using the flash there to stop the trade, not to set up the kill. Hyper confident that something's going to win the duel.
Now just walking right into it. Look at this. Forsaken.
Lovely from Forsaken. Look at that clean pistol from them. Lovely reaction from the push over towards middle. Very nice start for them. Yeah, they're dominating pistols. It's 4-1.
in general have been really solid for PRX.
It's been the major win gun for them, man. I mean, the reason why these maps have been so closely contested. The pistol rounds, the bonus rounds, the ecos.
Yeah. Forsaken even going for the shorty in this round, just so that he can set up a play like that. So good.
And this change-up might do it.
Another round where
Eco coming in, full eco, another B hit.
They went for that early
C-Mac, thank you for the prime, bro. Thank you.
Kind of funneling PRX into the B hit so that they could play retake, and it ended up just getting crushed by post-plant aggression. Got to be wary of that. Something is on a heater so far.
3-person stack, 4-person stack.
Stack though, nade, stun, flooding back in. Lines it up, but Boo was able to just at least capitalize from the back lines. Forwards is the position of Rians. Round and around the pillar we go. The kills found once more for Boo, but that classic 3 versus 3. They haven't given up.
They've got an Omen flash over towards site, and at the moment it could hit 2.
And I think that might end up being the difference maker. PRX still really heavily favored despite losing people.
Okay.
Oh, good instant reposition there. They now think he's over towards B main.
Paranoia, forwards. Just clipping the side of the head with the wall taking most of the damage. Something this guy.
Yeah, and they would love this guy to get a lot of confidence, because that's kind of what wasn't there in some of the other splits we've been watching.
Because Monyet and Forsaken both didn't really invest into that round. They can start to buy. Something's getting close to the Bladestorm too. And this has got real power on the bonus round. And I think this is what, again, like you said, Brett, one of the biggest reasons why PRX have been able to make this a really close series so far. Putting a lot of pressure on Heretics when Heretics have looked better in the gun rounds.
Yeah. Looking a bit like a library right now in the arena, but a bonus round might just turn the frowns upside down for a lot of the fans.
Benji is hiding in this corner.
Oh my! Through, hiding into the corner, but what can he really do? There's a cage, just to play anti-flash position. Nasty adjustment. Snaps upwards. They don't know where he is. They're trying to hunt him down.
Oh my. He's played so well, and the fact this guy's in on site, they should expect him behind them heaven.
He went for a react play into heaven.
Damn, Benji, what the hell was that? Could not have played it any better.
When the Jet engages like that and pushes elbow, you expect.
Yeah, and something did really good to open this up, but as we saw, he probably should have just wrapped and cleared the site instead of going for like the round-winning play. Yeah, Forsaken just bungeeing with the kill trip.
Follow up. But my God, what a time to really shine.
And okay, it hasn't broken the PRX economy.
I'm so good. Yo, sit down.
But I got to agree. I got to agree.
Individually saying sit down to each one of them.
Oh, again, you anticipate anything else other than it, mini Boo.
Lovely shot. Was kind of stops their fast middle. Right now there has been a pathway over towards Rogues, so they do have to question mark. Man, look at some of these kill trips. I like this trip. This one over towards here when they've been pathing over towards heaven. That's a good change up as well.
You know, get the really important rounds across the line.
Ball fades, spots it, one player, stun. Fault line to repeak.
Flash over towards B heaven, set something up.
Flash through around the back.
And a re-clear. Something can tell the rest of his team there that clearly there's a stack over towards B heaven if they're going to make a play like that.
It's trips.
Ooh.
Disgusting one out towards heaven. That's to punish a player who Might be just trying to updraft.
Yeah, and
Satchel
Benji might have
away
to
up
do it all
through
again.
main into that spot.
And that's a classic play that something
What a
will go
lovely
very clear.
flash. Oh
Beautiful
my
read.
god.
Timing could not have been better.
Got another flash from to play off here.
Now it's left up to just a few stragglers, PRX players. Nice movement, at least the tip.
Damn, bro. Look at this kid.
Benji! Precision.
30 seconds left.
He has got B
display,
on lock.
Fully in control. Don't you dare set your sights.
Back-to-back 4Ks. Yeah, the confidence has got to be... Oh, sorry. A unlock. A unlock.
I mean, he
Getting
must have
getting
gone
my
for the
sights
pop-off
mixed up.
after that
Too
round
old.
too. If he's already calling himself, I don't know, what word did he use? Great coded? I don't care. Throw all the superlatives out there. He is giving it.
Fuel to the fire here for Heretics. It wasn't already there. Silence in there.
I think they looked up at him as well.
But he is looking monstrous over here.
Yeah, he is. I mean, he
the
really
tricky
is.
and broken sets up the reclear.
He set the crowd off.
Well deserved, but early. This is the final
Yeah, it is
round
early.
between
They
both
gotta
these teams.
not get
Everything
too
for
ahead of
I
themselves.
think that a couple rounds like that are gonna
Back-to-back
ruffle
insane
PRX,
rounds from him, though.
even in a crowd like this.
To do it on
you
double
would
buy
be
rounds as
so
well is
upset.
even more impressive.
These are tried and tested players who've been able to get it done before with everything against them. And sure, there are other reasons why you might want to doubt them over here on Split. Their first time picking up this composition after a while playing the triple duelist. But still, Heretics are showcasing they have a system that works. One of the downsides, actually, of Team Heretics' composition is that they don't have an info initiator. But if they can find good timings to flash re-clear areas, and PRX fall into it like they did in the previous round, well, that's not a weakness anymore. Suddenly it's a strength.
Yeah, the good thing with Heretics is right now is they're just like swinging off everybody util. Everybody util at the moment has something. Even the Omen flash over towards Heaven, there was a double face with it. Yeah, the Breach flash over towards Sight, there's a face as well there. That is, I mean, yeah, that's a good spam. Helps with the camera as well. I don't think the camera actually saw, but obviously you kind of know that they're going close to it with this.
Doesn't care.
By all metrics,
my
I mean,
goodness.
that should be just a one and done. But the man's been making it a 3 and done.
It's also really good because it pulls people onto really deep, committed angles that the rest of your team can play off.
Nade, fault line.
This is dangerous actually for Paddy.
Yeah, Paddy is a little bit
Control Benji though, still this one, same
exposed.
spot here. Yeah.
Oh, team flash.
The flashing is good and the connection.
Damn.
Does a team flash.
He's invulnerable
Retains
somehow.
his composure. Locking it down and
Okay, there we
with
go.
the riflesman yet.
Still though, he did enough.
Even with Rienz blinded
Yeah,
the
even with
bejesus
Rienz
out
trying to
of
help
Benji
out
there,
PRX.
he still manages to deliver.
And
in
in
that
3.
position. He's so comfortable playing from there. Seen him play that spot so many times in EMEA throughout the kickoff. But you see, even when Moniak goes for that elbow push, it doesn't pull his crosshair. He waits for the next player
Seen
through.
him talking about the flash there.
And Rienz is sending those flashes so that he can play off the back of it too, right? He's playing himself into the spot.
I'm so sad here.
But yeah, something
Bro, he's
clean up
playing in the
slightly.
corner again.
Early ramp at the beginning of this round. And this is
They're
the
just
first time
in
we've
for
seen
it, man. They're
PRX,
just in for the
from what I
crossfire
can
and the
remember, play
util that he
very
can
spread
have.
across the map. They're fighting for both
Just
sides
every
of the
single
map at
time the
same
duelists are
time.
like committed in.
A ramp and B
It's
main.
a hard angle for them to clear. Pretty much until he gets punished, I
can't
imagine.
believe Benji is in the same
At
damn
same
spot.
but they also just keep wanting
Dun
to go
goes
away.
in. Does he want to
Despite
swing
the
off
fact that
it?
they're doing this one, and they're walking out. They're walking
No
out.
way.
Again, they don't expect it.
There's no way.
Again, a 90 degree
Yeah, they
snap
just
to
don't
the
expect
side
him in the
for
same
Forsaken.
pos.
It's a wrist breaker,
Nice
but he
ult
doesn't
for
land
them as
any
well.
shots
Gets
in the
full info that
process.
they're here. They kind of
They're
realize that the
left
mid
stunned
luck
almost,
is there
really.
also.
The fact that Forsaken, who is now playing the Rays, is not clearing that position because he's like, right, guys, Benji cannot be there.
Yeah, to be fair,
rounds in a row.
I can't even blame Forsaken
That would be
for it
silly.
because it is literally that. It is like the guy's been there. He
Sometimes
won't play
that's
there
what it
again.
takes.
It's so obvious that it
But
shouldn't
PRX
happen again,
something in the attack
basically.
side up, reveals his hand.
Everyone's pretty out of
Backing away,
position
though.
for
What you were
this.
talking about earlier, Josh,
There is a
about
lot of
that
pressure on
right-back
Boo at the
control,
moment,
regaining B main, A
especially
main
with
at the
this
same time, but
Optus
leaving something
contact walking
into his
in.
own devices. There's so much danger here.
Yeah,
But
there,
look, if
there
something
is.
wants to clear
This
this
is a
corner
little
that
bit
Benji's been
scary.
playing in,
Boo
he
has to at least try to get one.
wide.
Look at this. I mean, even with it, oh, the
30
movement.
seconds
It's
left.
nice. No way. Committal timing!
I mean, that'll do it.
Oh, Boo! What? My God! No one spotted him, no one pinged him. Mind Freak eventually cleans him up, but listen, reinforcements are a while away, and with the spike
Huge,
down, it's a
yeah,
save.
spike into sight, and they just are completely wrecked in terms of money as well. And I'm pretty sure the Omen all maybe he was just out of vision with it.
Looking in the wrong direction at the end of the ultimate. Could he not see Boo?
I'm pretty sure from his POV, and I don't think we'll get it in a replay because it doesn't make too much sense, but I would love to. Oh, okay, we are. Shout out to the replay, man. We actually get to see it. Does he see him or not?
Let's see it from his POV. He just...
Yeah, he sees him like at the end, though, right?
It doesn't feel like he reacts quick enough or potentially comms it either.
Cleared too late. Cleared way too late.
That is a weird one.
Yeah, he's got to kind of clear that a bit earlier.
Wow. PRX are genuinely looking rattled here.
Yeah, they really are. These 4 rounds have been pretty convincing. Boo had to get one, he gets both there. I mean, they just weren't expecting him back of sight. I think that's the issue.
They're really a little mentally out of it.
Yeah. I mean, his early timeout's been
And look at the
taken
confidence
by
from
PRX.
Boo. Plays in front of this. Can spot legs. Not at the back, though.
Can't quite see it now. He sees it though. Spotted. Exchange at a
No
fire.
damage
Flash,
done.
no connection. Everybody grouped up towards B main. Some bite to the round, of course. Even with the limited weaponry of PRX, never know when we're going to hit some shots off. But really, I mean, Heretics.
Benji isn't in his corner. Yeah, he's mixed it up.
They're going to stun re-clear mid here.
Don't leave anything to chance. Trailblazer forward. Reboot.
Does that work? You can't dog stun that, right? It doesn't do enough damage.
Some with bullets, they're
Can't break
trying
a
to
trip.
just
But they at least spot the trip, so they know they have to go close and break this trip. And it is a nightmare. When vision blocked, this is a hard trip to break. You kind of have to wait for the vision block to not get there.
Really
So committed.
No, it's horrible. It's a really horrible trip to deal with.
Yeah,
Very
it is.
powerful.
Crossing back through main, running out of really opportunities.
Oh,
Jumping peak by something, back through, in and out. Drifting with the movement. Did he know that the device
Jewel
pushed
on
up
site
the
here.
side?
Yeah, and they have no idea about Forsaken, even though he broke the trip.
It's sent loose and flying again. Where's it going? Into the
What is, how are these kids doing this, man? 2 bullets, so calm. The anchors on the site are just, nah, 1 bullet? Oh my god, 2 bullets, 2 kills. The anchors are too strong right now.
But I gotta say, Brent, this was kind of shambolic the way that PRX played this. Why are they peeking with an op through the smoke instead of letting the showstopper provide the pressure and at least figuring out, you know, forcing some kind of play out of him?
What?
Do you see that? Benji predicting the fact that Alex is going to be smacking his desk.
Yep.
I swear that's what he's going for there. Oh my God. I'm going to be honest, I thought there was going to be more there after.
Oh, right, and that's the last timeout. Yeah, he kind of called the... Oh, that's why he did it as well. They realized that the timeout was called, and then his reaction is him doing the desk. That's so funny.
Here to say this just looks cooked? We are.
So, I mean,
we're only 7 rounds in. A team like PRX can still come back, but the manner in which these rounds are going down. Benji's in the same corner of A.
Bro, the anchors are too much. They kind of got to go over towards middle. Then this round, when they went over towards middle, it was like double smoke and the trip. The change up of Cypher util right now is like really good. Every single time, like the Cypher just seems to have some kind of impact, whether it's kills or whether it's just a trip to stop the initial hit. Then, man, I'm telling you, it's just the anchors right now. Look, 11 and 8. Everyone else hasn't had to do too much, like util. That's about it.
Out of the right ideas, especially if you haven't put it into practice, and it
Look at the money.
Puts demand on everybody to just try and cook up something to get through this. But the trouble is when you're running against such a well-drilled setup like Heretics, when they have these retake protocols, when they have all these ideas, it's just...
I love the change of the camera as well. It's not the normal camera that spots, it's just this one as well, which gives them the info. Big Jewel at middle. And Forsaken is sending it with the Judge, yeah, and they crunched over towards middle, and that's a good way to deal with this. Yeah, so I like the idea in the timeout. They still got a raid boss on site though in terms of Benji. Not in this corner though. Has a cage so he could get in there. 1.
Again, screens, one-way smokes. At least the cages set up for him.
Bowman flash is good. Swings. Oh my, that might have been the best. That actually, I think that's the best spray transfer I've seen. I think that is the best.
They will not be dislodged from Spain.
I think that's the best one that I've seen in Valorant.
It's the other. Benji does a great job. He even manages to get one again from his position, holds them back with a double cage.
Nah.
What is that?
That, man?
One enemy remaining.
It's a paranoia play. Another part of the setup, right? But at the same time, you still don't expect.
That was so sick,
Good
bro.
enough to pick up 3 off the back in such a short space of time.
Filthy, filthy stuff. Cutting it into the round, the options running out. Paranoia finally clears into the corner, but occasionally
Bro, they are really going for Benji now. He still gets one. Oh, you need to relax yourself. Yeah, you need to relax yourself there. Yeah, guys, you guys need to relax yourselves to some of this.
The site is theirs. The plant will go down. PRX.
Kind of low HPs. 2v4, there's a raise nade that could do a lot of damage. Or that's one of the high HPs. Now everyone is low HP. There's a heal on site. There's 2 people on site now. Seekers goes in as well. The 4v2 into a 2v2. The nade takes Divide fully out. Oh boy.
Nade rebounds. Monette in a 1v2. This started as a 4v2. No utility to his name. Doubled up. Heretics. You got to think discipline. Name on the game. A dodge, a weave, a duck, a play. A Monette.
Savior. Savior. Got called out on this one. Manages to deliver.
In the round after, Benji is screaming across the stage for him to step up. But I've got to be honest with you, Brent, considering that this was a 2v4, I'm not
It was very
happy
close
with
for a
it.
2v4. Shouldn't be going down to a 1v2. He's not
In
wrong.
the sense that they get one on the board, and they figured out how to deal with the A anchors, yeah, okay, good stuff. Disappointment on the face there of the Heretics fans, but it's mirrored within the coaching booth of PRX.
They're still going over towards A site. They're just hitting, spamming A site.
Trip now set up a ramp.
Oh.
Miniboo, he's in their faces right now with the show.
Oh, he's calm.
Little bit adjusted though, he can't quite find it. Flash, push him in.
It's a big win for PRX there, really. We really got to pay attention in terms of the money, by the way. This reset would be devastating.
Up in his face. Yeah, they kind of called a cancel there. And Benji is watching.
What's his way through it?
Tries to take a timing.
Yeah, they're really trying to force a lot of these issues. And then we go over towards second raid boss over towards B.
Yeah.
Benji on one side, Boo on the other.
Good luck to you. How do you clear him? Boo avoids it, round to the back. Still with the
Yeah, he's
shotgun.
been seen.
No way, he knows it. Feels
Yeah,
it.
saw his gun barrel.
Maybe just
Nice
hearing
trade
it
over
possibly
towards here
off
though.
the
Helped with
side.
the stun,
Timing
meaning
into
they
that
had to be out in the open.
Gifted with one.
Oh, they're
Somebody
sending it.
sends a flood defense, a flood play, right in, resetting. The aim!
Forsaken, bro. What is this aim? What is this? Man, these two look so good in terms of the teams. Just the duels are insane.
That was incredible.
And they're getting an
individual
alright,
ability
getting an
to be able
alright
to push
score
them
really
across
in
the
terms
line.
of the recovery of this.
You're not really doing anything about that. Heretics tried to increase the pace, tried to bring it to them. Double kind of walked out through that.
Oh, he's so
Just got
calm
picked
there.
off. Neil Zinio's immediately taking a timeout, and I think he's going to be trying to talk to them about maybe setting themselves up a little bit so that
Yeah, I think they're the main thing that they just need to relax a little bit. The main thing there is Patty kills the spike, right? So the spike drops, and then they try and flood. But the whole purpose of a flood is like to try and make sure that you're kind of overwhelming when they're kind of planting, really. Whereas here they're just they needed to wait a little bit for it. Like they kind of rushed it a little bit.
because they were looking so down and out.
I mean, they did get out-dueled as well. Like, it's partly because Forsaken's just an absolute god. But
they have the showstopper to work with here as well.
I think the Flood...
And also, they've shown that they actually are starting to come up.
It's hard to say when Forsaken wins them so much. It's a little bit hindsight.
When they went for the A hit, they had a paranoia towards where Benji plays. They waited to force him inside of his cage and then double cleared it. You know, they're really thinking and trying to adapt on the fly. Not so much macro adjustments, but the small stuff. In our site exec, let's put this piece of utility
All to get over towards site, all to
it's taken them long enough
to secure it.
to look competent on these site hits, but
Jeez,
they're getting
15
there,
to
and
6.
it might be just enough. Gonna come down a lot.
Yeah,
to
they're
this.
getting an alright amount. Like, if they get 5, it's not too bad. It's a little bit lower than what you expect from a double duelist comp. But oh yeah, hits both of these. He's back in his 2 on site.
Now to showstopper rocket through. Buddy, what a shot! Clay Pigeon shooting, and he's removed the major threat. But through the back of the site, they're not ready for it. Fast on the
Yeah, and they know Benji's on site here.
All the way through a wide face. Benji was feeling that heat.
Lovely shot from something.
Just like that, the round is finished.
Yeah, PRX are making this into a pretty good half in the end.
The round should be finished. The round should be finished.
And
Okay.
it is. Monya and something both going for the exploration. Even though Boo slips the cracks, something's there. And in that round, okay, there was an adjustment from Heretics too. Rians, instead of playing from over towards screens, he tried to get in on the site so that they could double up. But
Yeah,
after
my
dealing
smoke.
with Forsaken, they were just not ready for the second player. You know, once Monya swings into backside here, Rians and
Hey,
Benji
where's my
are
second
not
smoke?
ready for that at all. For some reason, they just did not catch the timing. And so, somehow, PRX, mentally resilient, won away
Insta
from
Viper
tight
all,
half.
but they do this all every single time, all over towards here with the trip. This is a staple for them, so I don't know how much research PRX have on this.
But they do clear the trip.
This is really aggro. He reef smokes this, right? Okay, yeah.
Boo's also decided to just play a hyper.
This is strong though. Heavy shutdown, 3-person hold.
Options available for PRX. If anybody tries to walk through the trip, tries to go fast through it as well, they will have that trip in the pit on top of it, but it's broken.
It's definitely Boo's position that's the most vulnerable, but PRX are moving away from that into the stacked site.
To be, what's the call? I believe Mini Boo's holding the nade. Trailblazer sends it flying. Actually predicting this one to just run forward.
Nicely done. This guy's sight has to kill someone.
Already there with the blade, some out wide to the flash. Set it up. Nasty stuff. Nasty one. Benji. Holy. What a return
Is
of
this
the
guy the
fire.
best player in the world? What the hell is that?
2 versus 2. Viper's pit. It's a murky territory now.
That aim is next level. Oh my god, the molly's on point. Yeah, nearly got a kill there as well.
Almost going down. 2 versus 2.
I have an Omen flash. The hard round still.
Gaps and positions.
A really hard
Watch
round
for,
still.
And what is the call for either side? How do you choose to play it? Devi holding the angle, stepping out wide. Padatek taking it in his stride as a game of tummies. They're just bumping into each other. And PRX
What?
on the
Wait,
brink.
he's gonna get his HP back. He has a smoke for the spike.
Back up to the health. Paranoia wide. Boo's got the smoke and a tap onto it. Spraying now. Boo sticking.
Yeah, nicely played from Devi there. I think Boo messed up a little bit. Tell you what, PRX did insanely good to bring this one back to 6. Yeah, 4 after. It was after the second timeout as well, right?
You can never count
They
this
did win a
team
pistol.
out. It looked so over by the time it got to round
What
8.
is this?
And even here, Benji put in on
Holy.
absolute heroics. But the problem being, they needed to get the flood defend going so that Mindfreak couldn't pit. Once the pit was down, pretty much game over for Heretics. They tried their best, but we're heading into a tied half to decide this. It's not even a BO1 anymore.
Yeah, anyone's game at this point, really. Anyone's game at all.
Alfie with the 14 months. Thank you so much, man.
Final map in this series. Now, earlier we heard from Munyet. Let's hear from him a little bit about this match.
Hello, I'm Monyet. I'm the duelist of PRX. I felt like we're not playing up to our performance yet from what we practice, but I believe that we will overcome this. I would say because this is my first time playing against CDG, and all the boys already played G like twice or 3 times. But I would say I think we misread the minigame, and also we have like some like communication problem in those crucial rounds, I would say.
Not a lot really to play with. They're going to try and just almost run their way through it, but they're slowly being revealed every single time they try and make their way through. Finally, the Reckoning will fade, but Mindfreak now in position. A cove for Forsaken to try and almost fight within, and they are falling like flies. Forsaken winning every battle!
I mean, it's really hard for us, like starting very slow. And also happen in Pacific.
Chat is out of control.
I mean,
Yeah,
the
dude.
goal
Chat
for
with
this tournament is just we go one by
chat
one.
with
It's not like we need to go to
anything to
playoff,
do
but
with
if we
BE,
had a bad
chat gets out of
tournament,
control.
I mean,
Anything
everything-
in terms of
everyone's
money,
okay,
chat's
because
out of
we're not
control. You
setting
guys
up
need to relax a
the
little
high
bit.
expectation for this tournament. I just like want to go step by step, you know.
Maybe that's the key to some of the resilience that's been on display here by PRX. I mean, just step by step, round by round, match by match. I mean, not expecting anything moving into this tournament. He even said it himself, you know. Like,
What's
not
the
even
hatred,
expecting
bro?
playoffs
It's literally
or
just
anything like
it's
that.
just the fact that
But
it's just
they're
big
on the
shoes to fill,
verge
right?
here
That's
of
it.
removing
That's all it is. It's just big shoes to fill.
one of the tournament favorites, one of the arena favorites at least. I mean, still even footings. Maybe getting ahead of myself here, but something at the top of the scoreboard. This guy's been lighting the world on fire. He's been lighting the
Okay.
map on fire. He's awoken.
What do we got in terms of
You
pistols?
look at
By
the
the
two
way, we're
players at the
here.
top of the scoreboard.
Pistols have
Benji's
been
done everything
crazy
he possibly has to
one-sided.
do on the defense, but I don't see how he's going to be able to influence these attack rounds in the same kind of way. At least not easily. Whereas something on Jet in this comp, he can have enormous impact on attack and defense if he's feeling
Insta dog over towards B as well, so they lose A heaven control, dog goes over towards B, and this is a free A site, but the spike hasn't hit here yet, and they have no map control. PRX speed up a little bit. I mean, they have no map control. This might be yeah, this might be impossible for Heretics to win, right? Someone has to frag out heavy. Are they actually so fine, all going on site?
On paper, at least just staring at the mini-map, because now look at
They're
the
so
map,
late
it's
with
okay.
re-clearing
Starting
this.
off the main angle, look at them, they were trying to refight, it's just walking through these smokes, and
Yeah.
well, with the decay
What
kicking
the?
in. Good luck to you, PRX. Still here, Benjyfishy cleaned up everybody. That's
Okay,
another
in terms of the
pistol
pistols,
round
by
for
the way,
PRX.
5-1,
So consistent with it.
2-0.
Such a high degree now.
Like, this is insane.
And I feel like PRX mostly have been winning them themselves by
Yeah, that was weird from Heretics. Not gonna lie, they
thrown away a bit by Team Heretics. I really did not like what they were
Yeah.
going for in the post plan there.
Yeah.
Didn't make any sense to me. They
Yeah.
needed to be repositioning to try to, you know, take another piece of map control or at least set up some crossfires. That is a rough fight. 3 easy pickings for PRX.
One enemy remaining.
And they will take another pistol. It's been keeping them in this game. If the pistols and the eco rounds and stuff had been more even, Heretics would be out to a massive lead right now, but they're not. That is not
full
reality.
eco on this one. We got the outlaw
PRX
to
are
farm up.
winning in those important situations.
Remain take, nade, rebounds with the stun. Connection
How
with the
clean
top
can they
for
keep
Sagan.
this
Just a
one?
little bit more, 'cause it will mean his,
Yeah, look at the
ultimately
confidence from them
online.
as
Look
well.
at that, just
They
overpowering them. All picked up
One enemy remaining.
the stragglers.
yeah, and they at least know that the outlaws are out. And that is nice. This is only one armor rebuy. Real good. But Heretics at least full eco into this one, so they can all get heavy armor.
Against a team that likes to pick the outlaw as much.
Big round. Let's see what PRX want to do with all the hero, well, the bonus guns.
Going for that weapon as
We
much
got to look at Forsaken as well, by the way.
makes
2
those
away
follow-up
from
rounds
his
after
ult.
pistol a lot easier. Nowhere close to any ultimates for Heretics. They can't even think about getting those online. Instead, they've got to worry about headshots coming out from the outlaw, because we have seen some filthy stuff from something on Lotus.
He's taking an early gander and peek down A main. And yeah, faking like they could be taking control of B main. Which they are, they just disrespect it. I mean, running straight past the cam. Not
Yeah,
worried
there's a
about any
lot
sort
of
of
insta
trap
dogs
play.
at the moment to
Seven's
get
on
map
something
control,
dash
so it's
enabled active.
heading up the op. Looks like they're pretty aware for it. How
Sounds like
aggro does he go?
something is up for him. And
Yeah, not
At
bad.
the same
the
time,
angle.
at the same time, for Heretics, they should be able to get a read on what's going on. This is like the most default way of playing this defensive comp, apart from the fact that Moniet's a little.
They have such early info in terms of PRX right now.
They're
3-pass and
certainly
stack.
should be able to get an idea of what's happening.
Decide to switch it up.
They're gonna fake like they're taking.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Whoa,
that's
this was
I
a
mean,
little.
team
This one was a little bit cooked. Omen team
yeah, just
flash,
trying to reclaim.
but they at
Look
least
at this,
clear it.
the defenders here are gonna be faster.
They at least clear it. It wasn't the
Looks like
cleanest thing we've ever
but
seen, that's
PRX
for
got the
sure.
read. They know that
Uh-oh.
that was fake B main.
Pure pixel angle. All up.
It's a body
Adjustment
shot
there,
though.
just one
It's
to
10
the body,
HP now.
140 down
Do they
and
expect
out.
this guy
Mindfreak
heaven?
Off angle here could do
Chat,
some
look at the
serious
minimap.
damage.
3
Here is
people on
Work,
site.
will
This is
support,
done.
nail it
There's too
down.
many
They're
people
all
on
stacked
site
up,
here.
flash rebounded, but he's playing
They'd have to win
anti.
the most
Inside,
mad
the
duels.
smoke drops down. Still got a shorty as well. Will it be clear?
Okay,
Yes,
there's
it
one
will.
mad duel.
Rians, good adjustment. Snaps to the side, but they're not expecting the back of the site. But yet, still here. The Spectre, a bit of running gun, could do some work. but no,
Oh, big
Bush
duel.
barely tagging,
No
reclears down.
way. Who
Great
wins that
work.
one out?
Great work with
And that
Bush.
one. Okay, respect. They actually did win some modules, to be fair. I thought the shorty was good for one. I really did.
Still very worried. From a macro perspective,
yeah.
Team Heretics hit the site there as PRX were expecting it, right? The defense is favored in that spot. And that's partly because PRX are more willing to go for those rotates, hard reads, gambles.
Well, they had a good read on it, to be honest. The double entry over towards the smoke, they handled that well.
Time trying to clear every single position, you actually end up giving more time for the defenders to rotate. And yet, they get through it that round. But that is going to be something to keep our eyes on, especially when Forsaken has a big ult like this. Getting ready at the start of the round to see whether anybody was going for early ramp pressure.
Push back up onto the angle.
Oh, Benji needs to make sure that he doesn't try and win the game himself, because that was a little bit too risky for me. This is a good answer back, and in terms of the money, by the way, these two cannot buy.
One enemy remaining.
Sneaking around the sewers, Mini Boo. It's your turn. Can you step up to the challenge? You cannot.
Yeah, I think I would be tempted to do a timeout here. It would more just be like the kind of talk of like you don't have to make the play, you can just kind of just do the normal stuff that you've been practicing in teams.
They're probably going to win the round anyway. Probably didn't need the ult on top of it with those opening 2 kills, but he just seals it, doesn't he?
He does seal it.
It feels like it's in that kind of territory where everyone wants to win so bad that they start doing normal stuff that they wouldn't normally do in terms of practice. And like you want to win so bad that you just try and do plays that you wouldn't normally do, and that's normally where the kind of experience shines on top.
To get yourself out in the lead here. PRX now favored to go up by 3. Forsaken has just been a monster in these split games individually.
3 pass and hold.
Form-wise, it's really been decided.
Damn, look at him go.
He's just so good.
Yeah. Oh, whoa.
2-4, reposition a Mind Freak. Gets out back into it. Dog's going to spot 2. They want a few more. What is that?
What is that shot?
Disgusting. Satchel in their faces.
Wait, he might be playing too good, man. He might be looking way too good for Heretics to do this. That is solid. Okay, big buy rounds, and then like they have to win this buy rounds. And yeah, I think this is a good timeout.
Just, you know, calm something down. He's like, don't worry, I got it. I got this half. Hop in the backpack. Do not fret. What is this one?
Look at that shot.
Not even on it, man. Not even on it. But no, I mean, Forsaken not willing to end their tournament lifeline this early. Taking fate into his
And
own
they're
hands.
massively in control right
I mean,
now.
Heretics got their own ambitions, flames of it, but it's being extinguished right now. A timeout called for Heretics. Precious time at that. They need to get these players back on their feet because they're playing like they're rattled. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, they gotta relax a little bit.
They're playing a
Play
little
like a
slowly.
prac.
They're not willing to match the pace of PRX. And all of those mistakes that you were seeing earlier on are now getting
Interesting thing is going to be this one here as well. Attack timeout. They're so like, so they're gonna be so focused on their new plan. If PRX decide to do something aggro here, it could really work.
We have not seen Miniboo come online in this final match.
Yeah, I'm interested to see if PRX do something aggro here, because I think it might catch them off.
And here, he has struggled to get online. They need Miniboo now more than ever. Otherwise, they are at serious risk of leaving this Spanish crowd without a representative here.
It looks like they're going to do that. Push over towards middle.
Strong team going home early.
Yeah, and I think this is the right call. It is an absolute classic. Does Heretics have someone in their team that says that they might go aggro? Does it even matter when this guy is this good?
I mean, that is so much confidence from Forsaken there, the way that he swings that too. It's so committed.
4 players though, ready to fight back, and they do. Dropping something.
Still no smokes. You're gonna imagine they lean over towards the site with your wall. Plus they get the info as well. Your Mind Freak can do this or his gun.
He's revealed himself though, just layering down that snake bite, flash dodge. Now to start.
Oh man, look at the util dump on him.
Needs some backup. Where's the help for the rest of his team?
Wow, he did insane, and Devi gets a kill as well.
Double up onto that one.
That's incredible work. How has Mind Freak stayed alive?
Yeah, how has Mind Freak managed to stay alive that much? They try to get a kill before they use the plant.
If Rians gets a kill, he's got the breach ult online. It could be the only way they're saved. This paranoia's headed towards elbow.
Trailblazer after shock down. Got to dodge it with a knife out. Now a plan. Rians now has the ult online. Does he choose to use it with the pressure? No, he dies!
Yeah, dude, look at PRX now. They're so good. Forsaken is a monster. Nicely done from Mindfreak. Staying alive for so long here was just the big change up. Everything. And Heretics' money is pretty much done. They're looking at like 3,000 right now. Can't get a full buy. They could plant actually. Maybe they can. Maybe it can be better than I thought.
For PRX to even look like they were playing the game. The first 8 rounds, they were just out of it. I was ready to call
chalked, man. It was chalked.
It looked incompetent. And then since then, they've only dropped 1 round. 1 round.
I'm convinced we're running old
It's so funny, man. Every single round he's still angry.
There's been nothing to be mad about.
No, that was just perfect with the fundamentals.
Yeah, and they managed to squeeze out a buy, and it's Guardians. Oh, and this is the play that they wanted to do earlier, but that is a lovely flash to stop that. But the nade hit so many. Yeah, the nade has done so much damage. Dude, there's 3-4 people here.
It's eventually traded there, still in the smoke, playing it around, quick scopes, something, Monye from the back.
Look at the trades. Again, there are just so many here. Too much on this one. 5. Yeah, it feels done.
Going up to match point. This has been an outrageous game.
Yeah, it's been such a sick map to watch. It really has. Some of the players in this has just been ridiculous.
The willingness to fight aggressively with each other. They are flooding out here with not a care in the world.
No hesitation.
One single mind.
And this is where it all turns.
They're all giving it so much.
5 players from Heretics, all on the line. We're in the round already, grouped up, operator to meet them. And this could spell disaster.
Look at the reads as well. They realize that they shut down over towards B with 4 people. They leave B open. Heavy shutdown at A ready. Heretics. Just everyone here. Walk down towards middle. And they get the ult on them. They're just diving on them. Huge, man. It's a sick map. What a sick map.
The Spanish favorites. What a performance.
Yeah. Really, really cool.